Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Blu-Roy Movies. How are we all doing? I hope we're all right. Oh, yes, Mrs. Blu-Roy and myself, we're back from our weekend away to our regular haunt of Morecambe, Lancaster in the northwest. And yeah, we had a really good time as usual. We love going up there and just basically chilling out, which is what you do at our time of life. You might not like me saying our time of life, but there you go. It's the facts. Yeah, we had pretty decent way there. I'm saying that. I know, like most of the UK, basked in sunshine, didn't they, for the whole of the weekend? Friday was roasting beautiful. Saturday, half of it was very nice, and then it turned a little bit showery. And then Sunday was overcast, and in the afternoon there was some rain. My God, we went out for something to eat, and we were walking back along the seafront, and the rain was going sideways. We had to shelter every few steps because you'd think it was easing off a bit, and then it would just start again. Yeah, at one point it was just, like I say, sideways against the back, and we were getting blown down the seafront. But that was all fun of the fair. We still love the place. I mean, that area of the northwest. Every time we go, we get some rain, but it doesn't detract. We just love it up there. We love the people. We love the places. Yeah, we'll continue to go over and over again. I didn't do any shooting really while I was there, apart from Saturday. Trying to get my days right. Saturday was Armed Forces Day, so they had a lot of good stuff on. They had a motorbike parade, a lot of Harley Davidsons, skydiving, and army displays, drumming displays. The Red Arrows flew over, and the only thing I did really record, I recorded the start of the motorbike parade, which was really, really good. There's a lot of Birmingham chapter, I don't know whether they call themselves Hells Angels these days, but they had Birmingham chapter on their back, and there's a lot of them on their Harleys, some glorious, glorious bikes. So I filmed the start of their parade, and just as I was filming that, the Red Arrows flew overhead, so I caught that, which was quite good. Yeah, quite pleased with myself there. So I recorded that, so I'll add that in at the end of the video. So if you've got any interest in motorbikes or the Red Arrows, stay on till the end and give it a watch by all means. But if that's not your thing, feel free to click off. I won't be offended. So yeah, let's get on to the Blu-rays that I picked up. Right then, so I got some stuff from charity shops, CX, and HMV, a rare HMV visit for me. So let's start off with what I got in the charity shops. 4 titles, I think they're a quid each or something. The first one being Overlord. I thought for £1 I'd add this into the collection. Been a long time since I saw it. I've only seen it once, and I enjoyed it up to the point where it turned into a zombie film. I love like invasion war films, them type of things. So yeah, I just really enjoyed it until it changed genres. But I'll give it another go, see if I get on with it a bit better this time. Yeah, J.J. Abrams, it says on it. I don't think he directed it though, off the top of my head. No, Julius Avery. Yeah, that's Overlord. Next up from the charity shop, a film I haven't seen, quite a recent film, I think. Monster Hunter with Mila Jovovich. Looks like it could be good fun. And directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, the lesser revered maybe of the two Paul Andersons. But yeah, I'm sure I'll get something out of this. It looks like it's going to be good fun. And I do like Mila Jovovich. Yes, that should be quite good. A DVD upgrade now for me for a Western, a modern Western, Slow West with Cody Smith-McPhee, Michael Fassbender. I remember watching this and quite enjoying it. I know Jodie's been on about modern Western, so I don't know whether she's seen that one, but yeah, I remember it being an enjoyable Western. So I'll give that a rewatch now I've got it on Blu-ray. And lastly, for the charity shop pickups, Nativity. Yep, holidays out of the way, so time to get in the Christmas spirit. No, not really. The only reason I picked this up, I've never owned a copy, but it was filmed quite local to me in Coventry, in the remains of the cathedral that was bombed by the Germans on the 14th of November 1940 in what was the biggest bombing raid on a single city during the war. They have absolutely smashed Coventry to bits, the Germans did, and invented a word from that raid, the word to coventrate, to absolutely destroy something. Yeah, it's a real word, and stems back from that night where they dropped tons and tons of high explosives and destroyed or damaged half the homes in the city, because Coventry was one of the major manufacturing cities during the day back in World War Two. Sadly, it's not now. I don't think they manufacture much there, but that's the same country over. Yeah, Nativity, enjoyable film. Like, I'm not really into these films, but just for the local interest, I picked that up when I saw it in the charity shop. Right, next, CEX in Lancaster, which they had a great selection of stuff. Took my vouchers and picked these up with my vouchers, and could have picked up a lot more, to be honest. They had quite a lot of stuff, but I wanted to save some vouchers because we've got some good stuff in our shop back at home. The first one being, oh, Glaire's not too good, Lady in the Water, M. Night Shyamalan. I do like Shyamalan. He takes a lot of flack, in my opinion, but I quite enjoy everything I've seen of him, apart from the one with After Earth. After Earth, I didn't think much of that, with Will Smith and his lad. Yeah, I thought that was pretty terrible. But even this one, Lady in the Water, I think it's much derided, but I remember pretty well enjoying it when I saw it. So yeah, I'll give that a rewatch. And it's got a couple of my favourite actors in Paul Giamatti and Bob Balaban. And is it the girl from King Kong in it? Bryce Dallas Howard, that's who I'm thinking of. Not King Kong. Got my head sometimes. Jurassic Park, one of the later Jurassic Park films. Yeah, Lady of the Water. So yeah, again, I shall rewatch that. Next up, and another DVD upgrade, and one I haven't seen for a long time, and I'm going to have to read this to get the title right. Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. The World Will Tremble. I'm not sure if that's just a tagline or part of the title, but I do remember watching this, and it's got a funny feel to it. I think, what's the word they use for these type? Steampunk, is it? I think that's the word. I'm a bit too old for these modern day phrases, but yeah, I remember it looking unusual but being really, really enjoyable. Jude Law, Gwyneth Paltrow, Angelina Jolie, great cast. And again, one that I'm going to get to pretty soon because I really need refreshing on that one. Yep, looking forward to giving that one another watch. Right, I also picked up a couple of HMV premiums from that CX shop. I've seen now that HMV are sort of replacing their premium line titles with Amaray editions, and whilst I'm happy in one way that they're keeping on the title and people can still buy them, they're not a patch for me on the premium editions. Like, they're very bog standard release, a thin case, no special features, so to speak. You know, total yin and yang, chalk and cheese from these premium editions. So now, if I see them at a right price, I'll just grab them to add to the library, because I think they're going to become quite rare going forwards. And the first one I picked up, a film I haven't seen, Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, a 1950s creature feature, Godzilla rip-off, I'm presuming, which, like I say, I haven't seen it, but I'm sure is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Yeah, Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. And to go with that in that CEX shop, again, another film I haven't seen, and I should have seen already because I love my westerns and I love the director Sam Peckinpah, and that's The Ballad of Cable Hogue. Who's this got in? Jason Robards, Stella Stevens, and who else has he got in it? You're probably all shouting it at the screen. No, I can't see. But anyway, yeah, I believe it's a revenge type tale western, which I'm sure I'm going to like. Let me know down below. Is that something I should get to pretty quickly? The Ballad of Cable Hogue. Next up from CEX, again replacing a DVD copy, and that's the original Airport. Yeah, I've got the 4-pack on DVD, and I love the first one. Burt Lancaster, big Burt Lancaster fan. Dean Martin. Yeah, just a great 1970s disaster film. Jacqueline Bissett's in it. George Kennedy, really like George Kennedy. He's good on this, as good in this as the repairman type, trying to keep the runway open. There's a snowstorm involved. There's a bomb involved. A twisty, turny disaster film that I absolutely love. And I'd love to upgrade my 4-pack DVD box set into the box set, but God, it's hellishly expensive. It's really out of print. But one day, never say never, I might see it one day and I've got the voucher to me skyrocket and I'll take the plunge. Right, the last one I got from CEX, and probably erroneously, actually, it's a good word for me, isn't it, erroneously, is Judy and Punch, which does look interesting. It was only a couple of quid, but I read the back of it, and it's set in a town called Seaside, so I presume it was by the sea, because I love my films set at the coast. I've said that, many times on the channel. Living in the Midlands, we don't often get to the coast, so I just love coastal films. And then the first thing I read about it on IMDb after I bought it is the town of Seaside, nowhere near the seaside. It rather looks like it's not going to be by the coast, but there you go. It does look a really weird, out there film that I'm going to probably enjoy anyway. And I do really like the actress, who I can never pronounce her name, Maya Wasikowska. Yeah, she's been in some good stuff. The vampire film. It always happens when I film. I can never think. The vampire film she was in. Dead, only the dead. You know what I mean, anyway. Part of the choice of this channel is me fumbling for my words. Yes, I'm sure I'm going to take something out of it. If you've seen it and you think I like it, again, let me know in the comments. And then I went into HMV. Now, they didn't have a lot that I wanted, but I couldn't really go to HMV and not pick up anything. So they had a few premium collections on special offer, $7.49 if you buy them with anything else. So I bought them both together, and that counted in the promotion. And the first one, I think I've duped myself, because I'm not a musical guy, and I bought it from the cast, really. Rosalind Russell, Natalie Wood, and I think it's a musical. I'm not too sure. It's not very clear on the back. I was presuming it was like a old style drama, which I really enjoyed. But yeah, I think I may have duped myself, and that's Gypsy. Again, let me know down below if it is a musical. It says like duet version and stuff like that in the special features. So I shot myself right in the bollocks with this one, I think. But I might enjoy it, you never know. Stuart, if you've seen this one, let me know. Is it something I should be watching? And to go along with that, a war film. I'm sure I've seen this probably with my dad years ago, but I don't remember anything about it if I did. A favourite director, John Ford. A favourite actor, John Wayne, with Robert Montgomery. They were expendable in a naval war type film by the looks of it. Yeah, I love John Ford, so I'm sure I'm going to love that. So it's not really a blind buy. So that's it, guys. That's everything I grabbed on my little sojourn away with her indoors. Again, let me know in the comments anything you've liked there, anything you'd be interested in picking up, anything you've seen that you enjoy, all that jazz, all that good stuff. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I've done here today. Maybe think about subscribing if you want to hear more of this twaddle. As I say, stick around if you want to see that footage of the motorcycles and the red arrows. I'll catch you guys at the weekend with the weekly watches. Be good, take care, ta-ra.
Bugger off. And you.
It's not quite enough.
Bugger off.